Welcome back to Primetime News. Thanks for staying with us. It's a terrifying thought for everyone, more so for a parent. Your child in a motor vehicle crash while traveling to or from school. Sadly, it's an experience many have had to deal with. Almost every year, there has been one such fatal crash involving public transportation. Then, almost like clockwork, each incident is followed by suggestions and promises. But has any been implemented? This question has led us to list student safety on our roads among our considerations of 9-day wonders.
These gory images are made worse only by the chilling fact that children are among the victims. It happens almost yearly. Operators of public passenger vehicles transporting children ending up in crashes, resulting in injuries and death.
I kick the glass and start to take out some whole party cheer students, so my girl them.
In recent years, Clarendon and Portland have had such incidents, but other parishes, including St. Elizabeth, Manchester and St. James, have also had their share. For head of the Road Safety Unit, Knut Heer, there is a reason these public transportation drivers drive the way they do.
Because you see those passengers in the vehicle, not as human beings, but as $100 bills.
In light of this and other dangers children face on public transportation, there has been a call for a safe and structured transportation system for students.
Do the research. How is a national school bus system work in so many other countries? So what is wrong with Jamaica?
Professor Trevor Monroe's call in 2018 was not the first. That call was made in April 2011 after 5 Homewood Technical High School students died in a bus crash close to their school in Manchester. Again in September 2013 when 4 Homewood students died in another crash. In November 2018, 22 students were rushed to hospital after an overloaded bus crashed in a ditch in Portland. And in May 2019, again in Portland, when one student, 13-year-old Pranjal Jasti, was killed in a bus crash. When we checked with the Ministry of Education, we were directed to the $380 million Rural School Bus Service, which in the 2018-2019 academic year assisted some 55 students from each of 261 schools with transportation costs. That multi-ministerial system stipulates the use of JUTC and Montego Bay Metro route operators, school-owned buses, and licensed route taxis. However, most of the crashes each year involve licensed operators. Also in 2011, then Transport Minister and Central Clarendon MP Mike Henry announced a state-run bus service for the parish capital, Maypen, touting its expected impact on the school bus service for Central Jamaica. But after 2 subsequent government changes, that plan has not grown and has no significant change, if any at all, for students. So, at the start of 2020, after a decade of talks, we are still no closer to establishing a safe and reliable school bus system. As such, the fear that the trend of previous years, where several students are killed on the nation's roads, hovers, as does the recurring 9-day wonder of promises.